The news around Adani Group's alleged accounting fraud for decades is catching fire this week. Let us perform a thorough but brief analysis of what is going on so far. The issue was started when Hindenburg Research published a report alleging that Adani Group's founder Gautam Adani is pulling the largest con in corporate history. The main points of the report are as follows. A 2-year investigation has revealed evidence that the 17.8 trillion Indian rupees, $218 billion, Indian conglomerate Adani Group has engaged in stock manipulation and accounting fraud for decades. Gautam Adani, the founder and chairman of the group, has a net worth of $120 billion, largely due to stock price appreciation in the group's 7 key listed companies, which have increased an average of 819% in the past 3 years. However, even if the financials are taken at face value, these companies have a potential 85% downside due to high valuations. The group's key leaders and 8 out of 22 executives are Adani family members, leading to control of financials and key decisions by a few. The Adani Group has previously been the subject of 4 major government fraud investigations, totaling an estimated $17 billion, including money laundering and theft of taxpayer funds. Family members have been accused of creating offshore entities and generating fake documentation to siphon money from listed companies. The elder brother of Gautam Adani, Vinod Adani, has been found at the center of these investigations and has been managing a vast network of offshore entities. Our research has uncovered 38 Mauritius shell entities and others in Cyprus, UAE, Singapore, and Caribbean islands controlled by Vinod Adani or his associates. Many of these entities serve as stock parking and money laundering tools. Publicly listed companies in India are subject to disclosure and float rules to prevent manipulation and insider trading. However, for Adani listed companies are near the delisting threshold due to high promoter ownership, and many supposed public funds holding Adani stock are offshore entities with concealed beneficial ownership. Billionaire U.S. investor Bill Ackman has endorsed the report by short seller Hindenburg Research on India's Adani Group, calling it highly credible and extremely well-researched. Adani's shares in 7 listed companies lost $10.73 billion in market capitalization following the release of the report, which accused the conglomerate of improper use of offshore tax havens and revealed that Hindenburg held short positions through U.S.-traded bonds and non-Indian traded derivative instruments. Adani Group has threatened remedial and punitive action against Hindenburg, calling the report maliciously mischievous and unresearched. Hindenburg has countered by saying it will demand documents in legal discovery if Adani files a lawsuit in the U.S. Ackman has no investment in Adani or Herbalife, as he exited his short position in Herbalife at a loss in 2018. India's market regulator will examine a report from U.S. short seller Hindenburg Research on the Adani Group as part of its ongoing investigation into the group's foreign portfolio investors. What are the Adani Group doing in response? As per a news article in Markets Insider, the Adani Group defended itself against Hindenburg Research's allegations of fraud, releasing an 18-page presentation titled Myths of Short Seller, addressing some of the short seller's claims. The timing of the report's release, which led to a $50 billion loss in market value for Adani Group companies, was seen as an attempt to undermine Adani Enterprises' upcoming follow-on public offering, the largest FPO in India. Adani is considering legal action against Hindenburg Research, which stands by its report and welcomes potential legal action. As per CNN Business article, the Adani Group in India has dismissed allegations of fraud made by US-based Hindenburg Research as false and is considering taking legal action against the short seller. Hindenburg published an investigation accusing the conglomerate of stock manipulation and accounting fraud over decades, and has taken a short position in the Adani Group's companies. In response, Adani Group CFO Jugjinder Singh stated that Hindenburg did not verify its claims and that the allegations were baseless. The report has impacted Adani's companies, causing a drop in shares and a $6 billion loss in billionaire Gautam Adani's net worth. The conglomerate is also planning to raise $2.5 billion in a public offering this week and considering taking 5 new businesses public in the next 2 to 5 years. The Adani Group is evaluating legal options against Hindenburg and is deeply disturbed by the impact on the group and its stakeholders. Adani is the 4th richest person in the world and is a close ally of Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The rapid expansion of Adani's business has raised concerns due to its large debt, with a research firm labeling the conglomerate deeply overleveraged. The story, of course, is very interesting and will take a long time to come to conclusion, since both sides are defending their stance. We will provide another brief story later if and when new information comes to light.